Welcome to Country Boy Tested. We about to go out, take a little ride today, talk a little shop. Today what we're going to talk about is security. We're going to talk about e-bike security, not securing the e-bike so much, but being secure while you're out and about riding. I don't know, I call it riding naked if you ain't got nothing with you. And I don't suggest doing that. Be careful. People are hungry right now. People are trying to do crazy stuff right now. These bikes, they automatically know it's $500 to $1,000 they can resell that bike for. So the reason I'm telling you to be aware of these things, and I'm going to show you some of the little security devices I do keep with me at all times while riding. We'll talk about this while I'm out and about riding, so we can see some flowers and some pretty stuff. Y'all ready to go for a ride? Come on, ride with Country Boy. All right, let's head out for a while. Get a little bit of a cruise in. Now, when I was talking about security, y'all gotta remember now, it's crunch time in the U.S. right now. It is crunch time. Everybody out here ain't shooting good. Everybody ain't doing well. So remember, you live amongst some hungry folks. You might want to change your riding tactics, your riding. Like, don't go through no areas where you know bad folk tend to hang out at. Like, most of this down through here is all private. Everything is privately owned. Ain't nothing out here just where folks can just be coming through, you know, hanging out. So that kind of helps secure like my area. And if I want, we got a lot of riding areas. We can come down in here and ride securely. But like being out on the road, you gotta really, I'm gonna show y'all a little something I keep on here. This I can put it on either bike. But that little mirror helps me see what's behind me. If somebody's rolling up behind me, I can see them. And I'm gonna show you, I'm gonna put a picture clip in here. Hopefully I can do this thing right and I can insert the picture and you can see. I got a couple of things that I take with me when I go on the road. Now, pepper spray, I'll show you. This is a little can of the pepper spray. You see these in those kits with people all the time. That's all right. That's cute. But that won't stop a person who's on drugs or something like that. That it won't. You've seen those episodes of cops where they mace people and the people still showing out. Or they hit them with that pepper spray. That's a weaker form of pepper spray. Now, I prefer, usually when I'm in the woods and places, like I'm always out and stuff like this right here. Usually, this is what I was telling y'all about when you're on these bikes. You got to be careful of stuff like this. It'll pop up, hit you in the head, get caught in your spokes. You don't want to break none of these expensive spokes. So, be careful of that. But back to what I was talking about. I keep up with, where them yellow flowers come from? Oh, okay, right up there. I'm always in places. I ride, I just, you know, I guess I'm used to riding pretty much where I like to. I go anywhere. I ain't, but one of my buddies was just asking me, you ain't scared somebody gonna try to make you get off of it? I told him no, because usually when I'm riding, I got my Nina with me. Nina stay with me. Nina on my side. I ain't trying to get my video removed, but you know what Nina is. Take that letter out of there. Nina stands for 9. 9 M&M. That's what Nina. For those who don't know what street level speech is, if you hear somebody say Nina, they talking about a 9. What kind of 9? 9 millimeter. That's Nina. So I always keep Nina with me. When I'm riding, because I've had all kinds of stuff happen already. I've had folks that I just didn't trust trying to like walk up on me and stuff, and I have to pull my little vest over to the side so they can see, hey, oh, okay, he ain't out here by himself now. He out here with something. Yes, good boy. If you ain't, you don't let them know that you ain't alone. They'll try you now. I don't think these folk ain't hungry and they won't mess with you, cause yeah, they will. So you can do this on these big tire bikes. But like them little ones, you'll have a hard time popping over them kind of tree limb. But yeah, it's getting dangerous out here, folks. And if you got a bike, an e-bike, definitely. Security is something you want to consider. Make sure you have some type of security with you. Now, I'll show you this little security light. I keep one of these with me from time to time. Put the insert in here. This is like a mag light. It's got a little weight to it. You can swing it and pop like if something's running up on you. Usually when a dog comes to attack you, they're gonna go for your legs. They run up right to your side and start snapping. So I can pull my baton and whack right in the muzzle. Aim for that muzzle. Gotta put them back. Now, I know some of y'all be like, oh, don't be mean to dogs. Listen here. Your dog should be put up at all times. Not running around in the street bothering people. Because once he come out there in that street, it's a different ball game. Now, ain't nothing gonna come and attack me and not find himself talking to the creator. It's just not gonna happen. Y'all have to be aware. You have to take care of yourself. You have to be security for yourself. Understand when you riding around on one of these, someone is looking at you thinking, oh, there go $1,000. So, like I was saying, the pepper spray don't work. You want something that'll bag folk up, and this is for women. Dudes, get some for your woman too. Bear spray. Bear spray will stay. It actually is so strong that you have to get it off your face and eyes within like an hour. It'll make you go completely blind, for real. Bear spray is the one. That's the one you want. It sprays further away so the people can't get up to you, and it puts that cloud in the air. Make sure you don't go through that cloud. If you do, you're gonna have a bad day. And then you're going to be just as messed up as they are. You'll be on the ground. They'll take your bike and go on. Normally, if somebody's coming to rob you, they're not coming up just one person. It's usually a group. It's going to be 2 or 3. Be careful of a car pulling up, like tailing you slowly. I've had that happen. I've had cars be behind me tailing slowly. And then I have to unleash, pull my veil up and let them see that I'm not alone, that Nina riding with me. And they'll go on. They'll go on about their business, but be careful of that, because what they're doing is they're trying to find an isolated road, an isolated area, and catch you off. And then they're going to jump out, put that thing in your face, make you hop off the bike. And then they're going to put the bike in the trunk, or you in the trunk, take you somewhere, and then they just keep the bike. You don't know. You don't know. Just be careful out here. It's serious now. It's crunch time. Bear spray. Make sure you keep some of that. If your lady's going riding by herself, or if she's ever hiking, run jogging. I don't know why, but all the time when I'm out jogging, or not say jogging, I don't jog. When I'm out riding my bike on a lot of the trails and stuff, I see women out there just by themselves in the middle of nowhere, And I'm a dude, and I would not do that. I mean, if I'm out there, you can believe I got something with me. But they just be out here in these skimpy little just shorts and tank top running around. Hey, y'all be careful out here. There's some fools out here. I know y'all want to think, oh, can't nobody do this or that, but be careful. After the fact, it's too late. Keep yourself safe. Keep yourself safe. That's all this is about today. We're going to cover a little bit of safety, and I ain't gonna rag on it too much. I start sounding like a granddad. You know, we ain't trying to do that. We just want you safe. That's all. That's all Country Boy's talking about with this whole video right here. I want you safe. Now, on to other business. So I've been trying to figure out what my next bike is gonna be. And I know what I want. I want an electric motorcycle. I'm done with the GOAT and all of that. That's what I was researching, but them bikes are in an area, they're in a gray area if you don't know. Now, one of my close friends, he is legal counsel. So I always talk with him and chit chat with him and ask him questions if I have any, you know, and get legal input. And he already told me, he said, yeah, man, some of them e-bikes is in the area that they talking about taking them off the road. How's it going? Hey! I had to stop talking for a minute. I don't want people to think I'm crazy. They might not see the camera. Ha ha ha. Anyway, so he was telling me like these GOAT bikes and a lot of these other bikes that don't qualify as a motorcycle. He said, yeah, they working on that right now. He said, that's on them. That's getting ready to be coming to you very soon. And I asked him, how was it looking? And he was like, right now, he said, they're gonna go up. They're gonna limit the mopeds to 35. So you ain't gonna. It's either gonna go 35 or less, and that'll be a moped. 28 or less, that'll be considered a bike. And if it goes 55 or higher, it will be considered a motorcycle. You'll have to register it as a motorcycle. Now, these are the laws. Now, this is in South Carolina. So, when I started to go back and look for bikes, that cut a lot of bikes out for me. I was looking at the big new, the Graffiti X. I was looking at it because I'm looking to spend somewhere in the neighborhood of 5 to 10K. So, right now, let's see, there's the Naxion. I've been looking at it. It's about 4 bike. That Saunders. I'm looking at the Saunders bike. We got a couple of them that I am researching currently just to get an idea. I'm not talking to myself. There's a camera. I knew it. I knew they thought I was crazy. But yeah. That's always about this time, keep a check on our kids in the neighborhood. Make sure everybody's all right. So that's why I roll about this time up and down the street. Let's get by before they think we're crazy again. Yeah, so I'm going to go with an electric motorcycle. That is where I'm at right now. I'm researching about 4 different brands, and it's one company out of California. I'm looking, their bike is the Anthem. That's it. I forgot the first name of it. I'm looking at so many, I can't remember all of the names. But I'm currently checking out the Anthem. It's going for around $7,500, and it go 80 miles an hour. It's more motorcycle than any of the other ones. Now, the reason I'm looking for a motorcycle as opposed to one of them little toys that these dudes are amping up, and those bikes aren't balanced. And it's a few of y'all on my channel that ride motorcycles too. And you understand exactly what I'm talking about when I say The bikes aren't balanced. You got a lot of them bikes. If you've ridden a motorcycle, one thing you learn about motorcycles is they're very well balanced. They build the bike in balance. So that's why when you see the dudes doing tricks and all of that stuff, playing with a bike, that's a well-balanced bike that they're using. They choose certain bikes to do stunts with for reasons. One, because they're lighter, they react quickly. You can, like the little gas-powered bikes, they're so light and so powerful, you can jump from rock to rock with them just from with the clutch and the power on it and the gas. So I mean, things are different. You just have to look at things kind of like how they're built. And here's the problem. And this right here, I'm gonna just go ahead and show y'all. These aluminum frames, they okay if you're going slower speeds, lighter speeds. But one thing you're gonna notice with those motorcycles, they do not use an aluminum frame. You wanna know why they don't use an aluminum frame? Shall I elaborate, everyone? Let me go ahead. I'm gonna take you to some spec stuff, some science on here. Let's get technical. The reason they don't use aluminum frames is because aluminum will not bend. It's very rigid. It's a very rigid material. Aluminum cracks. If instead of giving and bending a little bit, it will completely crack on you. It'll break in half. If you ever had aluminum rims and hit a hard pothole, I ain't got to tell you nothing, because you had to go get that puppy completely replaced. They don't even repair them. They can't repair it. If you get an aluminum rim repaired, it's in such bad shape when they're done with the repair and out of balance, you can't even use it anymore. I tried once. I had a pair of rims that I loved, and that's what happened. But aluminum is great to build these little light bikes, as long as you're keeping your speeds low and you're not out here trying to do 50, 60 miles an hour. Believe it or not, that bike is not designed for that speed. It's not designed for the vibrations. It's not designed for the jarring impacts that you can get from the road on this hardtail. You can crack your frame. You can crack your frame. Call China and talk to them. They'll explain to you why they don't suggest you take these bikes over certain speeds. But people are doing it. Now, people can do anything. People can do anything. When we were kids, my buddy's father took our big wheel, put a live axle on it and a chainsaw motor. And it was the most dangerous thing we ever played on. And we broke it. We broke it in half. That's how dangerous it was. But we were kids. Nobody was there stopping us, so that's what we did. Be careful. Most of your motorcycle frames, I'm researching them right now. I'm researching all kinds of different motorcycles. I've looked at the Harley Davidson, BMW, all of those. I don't want any of them because those bikes aren't really performing very well if you look at the reviews on them. But aluminum, you don't find any aluminum frame motorcycles out there. If you do, they're obsolete because they found that problem. All motorcycle frames are steel for a reason, because it needs to be able to bend and flex if you hit a hard bump, and that stops your frame from breaking or cracking. Now this is very thin tubular steel. If you ever cut that and look at a cross section of it, it's not as thick as you think it is. You think that's thick. I can pull this one out. I have to pull my battery out. This right here is this has some thick metal on it right here, but that's about it. That's about it. So these are not designed to take to those speeds. Now, there's no arguing with this. You can contact the makers of these bikes and they'll tell you it's not rated for that. They'll also talk to you about vibration. How did you control the vibration? First thing one of them was asking me about when I was talking about building one of these to go faster than what it's supposed to be going. He was telling me the problems that they have ran into with them. So sometimes contact the brains. They'll tell you where the problems will be. It's a couple of guys, I've told y'all, I shared it on my page. The guy, he takes motorcycles and flips them and turns them into electric motorcycles. And one of the reasons that's easier to do and safer to do is because your motorcycle has the right components to run those speeds. It's got the right bearings in your tires. These are okay, but these aren't rated to be running 60 miles an hour. Believe it or not, they're just not rated for that. If you're gonna run that kind of speed, your front end is gonna have a totally different build. It's gonna be a little bit heavier. These bikes are very light. I'm gonna show you what happens. Now, I'm a rider, and any other rider will tell you the same thing. I'm gonna show you what'll happen to you on a hardtail bike when you hit a pothole. This is exactly what's gonna happen. Your rear end is gonna bounce. It's not going to absorb it. It's gonna bounce, and when it bounces, it's gonna throw you. It's gonna throw you up over the width, either up to a high point on here or over them. It can happen. I've seen it happen. I've seen that happen. So, and that was on a bike that had a shock on it. It still kicked Buddy off of it because he hit a hole that was too big. You don't want to hit a hole on a hardtail on the highway, that especially on these bouncy air balloons. It's gonna bounce with you. It's gonna bounce with you. I already know. Had it happened already. I found the ditch, but the ditch saved me. That's a thank goodness I was in the ditch. And it was one of them days I had my jeans on and everything. In a curve, hit a pothole, back tire bounced, slid out, and I went right off the road and into the ditch. And I was at its top speed. I think at that time I was doing like 33 on this one. And it was right on the edge. Also, when you ride these, a lot of time we ride on the shoulder. Something else I ran into, that sometimes the pavement on the side is loose and broken up. Be careful if you're over on that side and you go through a curve or something, because sometimes that gravel will break loose and you'll slide out. Well, folks, that's about it. That's all I want to touch base on right there. I'm gonna get back to researching on these motorcycles, because I want me an electric motorcycle I can put on the highway. And when I say the highway, I mean our 55 plus roads, because a lot of the places I want to go, it's two main roads. Both of them are 55 miles an hour, and I can't put either one of my bikes on that road. It's illegal. Read your state laws. It's got to be able to go 55 miles an hour or better to be on that road. And it has to have insurance on it. Don't forget that insurance. That's what he's going to ask you for. That insurance going to be the first thing. And a tag. It has to have a tag. So I'm going to go ahead and buy a motorcycle that is ready. And all I have to do is take my title to the DMV, get my insurance tags, and I'm ready to go. So that's what I'm looking at right now. If anybody has any suggestions, if you have a motorcycle, an electric motorcycle right now, and you loving it, hey, shoot me a message on it. Tell me what you got, how you like it. Because I'm looking at different ones. I think I'm gonna fly out to California. I'm gonna go ahead and fly out to California this summer and try to get me a couple of ride sessions in and check out a couple of different bikes that are based out of California. But other than that, y'all, that's all I'm into right now. Thank you for stopping by Country Boy Tested. Don't forget, make sure you take care of some type of security. There's a couple of little features in these pictures I show you here. That's about some of the stuff that'll help you stay safe. And then don't forget your trusty Nina. Keep something with you now. Don't think you out here and ain't nobody looking, because hey, they'll snatch you out of here. They can. They know what these things are worth. They know what they're worth, and they will try to get it. So take care of you. Be safe. Take care. Thank you for stopping by Country Boy Tested. Peace.